till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Break the soul out of Pharisees. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar like a glycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Getting dividends so we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee of domino. So what you fucking trying to do? Rhyming comical. This is funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas that's popping shit. See my all-stars, I coach them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we go check them like gynecologists. It's kind of obvious how the situation is ominous. The way your confidence and regurgitate for the audience. It's all applauding this because the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. When a nigga quiet, use my maneuvers. But I ride like I got roof eyes from Uber. Rhyme hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 million losers, 17 in the roof. Only need a few to sit up in your Medulla. Obrigada, put a regatta, niggas while they win every dollar. They rhyme by black Apollos, let the semi-holler. A showstopper, and the toppers is the titty bopper. But now I'm going on my patrol, premium a vodka. I put the stitches on the clock, modify the chopper. The war heavy, war ready in the virgin mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm a baller, they gon' rap and do it like I do it. A lot of spitters and writers, but when they heat on, none of them can get to the fire. Don't rang with me, and I had a nigga feel like a tire. Dead and I'm still going with the piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting at 1 West 125th Street under Commandant General YAHANNA. And we're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. You know, so let's go ahead and get into the lesson.
All right.
You know, the Lord, he's always wanted, strong men to lead this truth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Strong leaders, to guide his people. We're gonna bring it out, because the Lord himself is a strong, mighty man himself.
Damn right.
He's a man of war. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Exodus 15:3. You know what I'm saying? That's why Christianity is such a plague, man. It's got our people thinking that the Lord is a giant dude. He's an old white dude with a beard and a thunderbolt.
Right.
That's just ridiculous. I used to laugh at it when I was a kid, but it's silly, man. The Lord is a black man with an afro.
Right.
The Lord, go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
Right. So the Lord is a man of war. The Lord, he'll kill for his people.
Right.
That's what we're out to be. We're out to be just like Christ and just like the Lord, man.
Right.
We got the book, to guide us, on how we should behave, how we should be as a people, and things like that. It's our moral guidance. These are our records.
Right.
this is how we should behave and act as a people. You know, we need brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right.
You know, and part of being a brother, part of brotherhood is being a warrior.
Right.
You know, like I said before, the Lord needs strong men.
Salaki.
Go ahead, sir.
Also, man, being a brother is being able to stand up and defend a brother that can't defend themselves.
Right.
You understand? If you know you are stronger than a brother, you understand? You should defend that brother when you see a brother in need. You understand? You don't push a brother that's down that you know you're stronger than. That's not showing brotherhood. Right. You defend a brother that you're stronger than. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Exactly. Like, you know, like a thing that plays, you know, our people is bullying.
Right.
You know, I think I had read an article. I wish I had gotten that article too. Where I seen a young boy, man, he killed himself because of bullying. You know, and that happens a lot.
Right.
Know? You got, you know, young brothers and sisters be 8 years old thinking about suicide.
Right.
Like that's oppression, man.
Right.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's some real oppression there, man.
Right.
Because, like, you know, how should somebody 8 or 10-year-old be thinking about committing suicide? Right. You know, they should be, you know, if you're 18 years old, you should be full of energy.
Living life.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Not a care in the world. Go ahead.
You understand? The goddamn white man ain't worried about killing. You know, he ain't worried about committing suicide.
Right.
You understand? He living his best life.
Right.
He doing his thing. He being a full-fledged homosexual and all. You understand? He doing what he want to do.
Yeah, he definitely.
Right. He definitely homosexual. You understand? But that's another topic. You understand? But you know, the oppression that we are under and that, you know, that we suffer from, other nations don't have to, you know, worry from the same oppression. Other nations aren't oppressed like we are. Right. You understand? You know, Chinese kids ain't worried about killing themselves. They worried about trying to honor their father. You understand? Trying to bring honor to their name. You understand? The Arabs, same thing. The white man, same thing. You understand? But our kids, we grow up, you understand, kids are bullying us. You understand? Daughters are, you know, I read an article where a sister went on a field trip. You understand? And they tried to hang the sister. When she came back home, she had neck burns around her throat. Nice. You understand? So her mama went up to the school, right? They say that, you know, they was trying to lift something, you know, with the rope, and somebody let the rope grow and it slid by her neck.
Right.
You understand? But the rope burn go like that. So what happened to the other side? You understand? It's crazy because we the only ones that suffer from these problems, and we don't see that, you know, we can be better than that. You understand? We don't need the white man to live. You understand? We don't need the white man to be happy. We need brotherhood. We need to love each other. That's what's gonna save our people, man.
Exactly. You know, because even strong sisters as well, man. It takes a strong sister, right, to accept multiple wives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To support their man no matter what, you know what I'm saying, he's going through. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me of Job's woman. Right. Job's woman told him to say, hate God and die. Like that, you know what I'm saying? There was no sisterhood there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was no love there. You know what I'm saying? She said, curse God and die to Job. You know what I'm saying?
Cursing.
Right. Curse God and die. Like, dang. You know what I'm saying? No shalom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, sisters need this truth as well. You know what I'm saying? Sisters got to uplift each other as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Same way brothers uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? There's a sisterhood as well. That's needed as well.
It's like it for me. These sisters, boy, Israel, boy, I tell you, they something else. You understand? Our sisters need sisterhood. You understand? You know, they got, you know, sisters out there worried about, oh, well, she posted a comment on Facebook and it was directed at me.
Right.
How you know?
Right.
Oh, because I just know. Did you ask her? Nah, I ain't ask her, but we just talked yesterday, though. Oh, so she posted a comment about you the following day after y'all fell out. Oh, okay.
Man.
But you ain't, you ain't go to that sister and ask her about it, huh? You understand? That's not the only thing our sisters do, man. Our sisters hate on each other, talk about each other. You understand what I'm saying? Smile at each other. They need sisterhood. Like our sisters need sisterhood, just like our brothers. You understand? Because like it's like our brothers without this truth are females. You understand? Without the truth, they emotional, just like them.
Right.
You understand? Hey, man, this brother stepped on my shoe. He offended me in 5th grade. I'm still mad about that.
It's a lot of kids.
Go ahead.
Like brothers is starting to, you know what I'm saying, go on Facebook,
oh man,
just like a woman,
right,
and type out all their problems. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Or you know what I'm saying, and don't ever do, Matthew 18:15.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go to that brother, you and him alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, never do that. You know what I'm saying? Even fake Israelites, they don't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
They more like going to the book of FB. You understand? Paragraph 1, sentence number 2.
Right.
That's what they are. Right. The book of
they won't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, they'll do that. They'll go to the Facebook and type out their whole problem, their whole life story, and never go to that brother. Because that brother got to find out by 10 other people.
Right.
Man, such and such said this about you.
Right.
Is that true?
That's crazy, man. There's no brother.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need, man. We need brotherhood. We need, each other again.
Right.
Because really, that's all we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't rely on the white man. You understand? And no other nation for that matter.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord, he needs strong men to lead this truth, man.
Right.
You can't be scared of really, you know what I'm saying? When the Lord's on your side, you can't be scared of nothing.
Right.
Give me Exodus 2:11. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show you some brotherhood right here.
Oh, yeah, damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
This the one.
Right. I'm saying when you find out you an Israelite, man, you know what I'm saying? You start having more love for your people.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Before you just an African American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was just a black person. But when you find out, these people, that these, so-called black people are the Israelites and you're one of them as well, you start loving them a little bit more, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start listening to what this Bible has to say. Go ahead, son. Read 2:11.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren,
right,
and looked on their burdens.
Right. So Moses, you know what I'm saying? He found out, man, I'm a Hebrew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me check out what my people is going through. I've been hanging out and, you know what I'm saying, living good in high society Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me find out, you know what I'm saying, what my brothers is going through. Go ahead, sir.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren.
Man, so he found an Egyptian, you know what I'm saying, slaying one of his brothers.
Damn right.
Go ahead, sir.
Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Right. So he saw, you know what I'm saying? He saw that Egyptian. He was like, you know what I'm saying? He looked left and right. He was like, ain't nobody watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He pulled out the chopper on him,
right,
and sprayed him down, and then dumped him in the ditch.
Right. If I may, man.
Go ahead, sir.
That was some gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't only killed the Egyptian for smiting the brother.
Right.
He buried him in the sand. If that was a 9mm, he would have blew his wig back.
Right.
You understand? And then buried him. You understand?
Damn right.
Hit him in the sand.
Right. Hit him in the sand, man.
That's the coldest one. That's the one. That's like, no, that's a brother.
Right.
You understand? White man he cannibalized after he murdered.
Right.
You understand? He trying to
right, he pulled a Jeffrey Dahmer. Save him for later. Put him in the freezer.
Save him for later.
Esau still love that morsel of meat.
Right. He still love that. Diabolical beast.
Right, exactly. know what I'm saying? So Moses was a brother. He found out, you know, that he was, you know what I'm saying, my brother, what are my brothers is going through.
Right.
And he so happened to come upon that situation, and he felt for his brother being slain, you know what I'm saying, by another nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
go ahead, sir.
You know, that Egyptian that was smiting that brother, man, was a taskmaster. A taskmaster in modern day society would be like a supervisor or something like that. Like a supervisor. Like a taskmaster. He making sure you complete your tasks. Just like at the slavery.
Right.
Understand that? So, it's like the same thing at the slavery, man. Like, you got your boss over you just on your back, just threatening to take your job and making life hard for you all the way around, man. That's what we was going through in Egypt, man. You understand that? And then especially when Moses went up and requested, for our days to go and serve serve the Lord. You understand? And the Egyptian was like, no, so he made our task much more harder. He said, if you got time to go and and serve the Lord, you can do more work.
Right.
Yeah. So he made the jobs harder for us. You understand? Well, go ahead, Doc.
No, I mean you right on that. You know what I'm saying? Like how you said, they make our job harder than what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like our whole life, you know what I'm saying, is Judah a homeborn slave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to, just be a slave forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not do nothing, not praise, you know what I'm saying, serve the Lord or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Just serve other nations.
Right. Just be a slave forever. Hell la man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ for Moses.
Man, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? And that example, you know what I'm saying, in these records, man.
Yeah, I'm right. Ain't nothing like brotherhood. You understand? That's how you know that like this book is for black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like no white man would have did nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because white people was like you. White people poison the water that they own kids drink. So they don't give a damn about brotherhood.
Right.
You understand that? But Moses seen another brother he seen a brother going through it. You understand? He looked both ways, took him out. You understand that? Set that brother free, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's, even though like we're oppressed, you know what I'm saying, brothers just be mad, you know what I'm saying? And,
right.
I understand because, oppression make a wise man angry, you know what I'm saying? Wise man mad, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It'd be better that, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put that point. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead again. I was going to say something, but you know what? Never mind. Give me Nehemiah 13 and 20. Because I was going to be like, might as well strike somebody down. But
yeah, that ain't
that ain't the experience. So
y'all just like to get
right. Right. I would have gotten a call quick.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We need brotherhood, man. So we can just unify and get our own nation. That's really the aim. Get a crown. You know what I'm saying? Christ, you know what I'm saying? Do the law, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Make it to the end. Get your crown. And then we have our own place, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These nations will go under us. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, a brother getting slain by another nation. We wouldn't have to even worry about that. We'd be on, you know what I'm saying, something totally different. We'd be trying to go off to, you know what I'm saying, other solar systems and you know what I'm saying, exploring other realities and such.
Other realities. Alternate universe.
Right. You never know what the Most High got in store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even have to worry about some Edomite or, you know what I'm saying, taskmaster, you know what I'm saying, trying to slay us.
Right.
We'd have our own place. That's why it's so important that we have brotherhood and sisterhood. It's so important that we, you know what I'm saying, serving the Lord is part of brotherhood. Man.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is our Father. You know what I'm saying? We're the only people that have a Father.
Got that precept. I'll put it. Go ahead.
Right. So that's brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Christ, we come from the same, you know what I'm saying? We're the same people. You know what I'm saying? We all are from the same flesh, man. And the Lord chose us. Once you realize that, man, once you realize that, we're all the same people. You know what I'm saying? As far as the 12 tribes, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans,
Right.
you know, you start having more love for your people, you know, and you really, you know, it makes you want to do something. You know what I'm saying? The thing to do, you know what I'm saying, is get in class, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, do what the Lord say to do. Start doing law, statutes, commandments, man. I'm saying, get in the I.S.U.P.K, get in the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Going to another camp or something, you know, IUIC or GMS, whoever, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's not really brotherhood, man. Because you're not really, you know what I'm saying? We can prove that we got the truth. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You going off, you know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? You enter GMS and you take on a totally different spirit from where the home of the truth is. You know what I'm saying? You want to come, you want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And join the I.S.U.P.K. Because if you join in another camp, man, it's like you're doing the opposite of what, you know, like true brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You want to have an honest spirit. You know what I'm saying? You want to go by what's true. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what's not true. If I may. Go ahead, sir.
Join the fake Israelite camp is like drinking watered down wine.
Right.
You understand? You could just, you know, you could just have the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the bottle. You know, that's what like joining other camps is, man. You understand? You're not getting the full effect of it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like you want some Jack Daniels,
right,
instead of LaFrog or something.
Right.
I'm saying I'll take the LaFrog
any day.
Right. I'm saying forget some Jack, man. Some old $9 bottle Jack. I want the $120 LaFrog. Still water. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather that.
Right.
That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, sir?
We're in Nehemiah.
Oh, okay. Most High in Christ.
Nehemiah what? Which one again?
13.
13, 12?
20.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 20. So the merchants and the sellers of all kinds are lodged without Jerusalem once or twice.
Right.
Verse 21. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
Right. So Nehemiah was like, why y'all around here, man? You know what I'm saying? Get from around here. Y'all come back again. You know what I'm saying? You merchants and you sellers come back again. I'm gonna lay these hands on you. Man.
Right, if I may.
I'm gonna put these paws on you. Go ahead, sir.
He said, why y'all coming around the wall and just chilling?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't do business on the Sabbath. You know, it's our chill day.
Right.
You know, so, you know, why y'all coming around here and just chilling? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, might say, go back to it. He's saying, if you come around the wall again, I'm gonna put these hands on you.
Right.
That's black talk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's nigga talk right there.
Right.
How many niggas you know, well, how many Edomites you know? That say, I'm gonna put these hands on you if you keep tripping. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of Edomites.
Yeah, I ain't never
no Edomites.
Right.
I mean, maybe that one Edomite from camp that we thought was Esau was real.
Real Esau.
It was like, that's really Esau. That's him. It's him. Like, it's him. There's no doubt. You know, maybe him, but, you know, nobody else, man. You know, but, you know, and if I may, the scriptures go on to further say, you know, from that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So after that happened, they ain't never show up no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? They never showed up. After he threatened them, you know what I'm saying? After a prophet threatened them, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Forget it. Because the Spirit of the Lord might come on him and he just whoop up all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't never doubt a prophet, man.
Right. Show a little curse.
I'm saying a brother who does the law, statutes, commandments, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures say he's like gold.
Right.
You know, and the Lord, he's going to protect you know, his property. You know what I'm saying? Especially if, you know what I'm saying, you born again, you come into the truth, you do what the Lord tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture say, you know, you draw nigh to the Most High is going to draw nigh to you.
Right.
So the Most High is going to start looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, demons won't attack you ever. You know what I'm saying? Or Satan won't come ever, you know what I'm saying, come after you. You know what I'm saying? Because we still got to endure. You know what I'm saying? Job was a perfect man.
Right.
But the Lord still had, you know what I'm saying, Satan come, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, provoke him and make him go through all them things.
Right.
And Job was perfect. So, you know what I'm saying? But when
Job
you
still had to go through the trial.
Right, you still have to go through the trials. But, you know, even, you know, when you do these laws, statutes, commandments, you become as gold to the Most High. You become far more valuable, you know. Right, so let me get Psalms 144:1. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, we've been to war, man. You know, we've always been men of war. Right. We've always had warriors. You know what I'm saying? We've always had mighty men. You know what I'm saying? These prophets were the mightiest of men. You know what I'm saying? Moses, Christ, you know what I'm saying? Nehemiah, you know what I'm saying? Jeremiah, Obadiah. They were all mighty men. They all went to camp. You know what I'm saying? I think I actually, let me see. I think I know this. Yeah. Go ahead, read that.
This is Psalms chapter 144, verse 1. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war, and my fingers to fight.
So, right. You know what I'm saying? Blessed be the Lord that teaches my hands to war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That teaches my hands to fight. You know what I'm saying? That gives me the spirit, you know what I'm saying, to be a warrior. I was looking for a scripture that had all the prophets at camp. I think it was second Ezra in chapter 9, something like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? These scriptures, man, we all have warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we had brought out, Nehemiah said, you know what I'm saying, what y'all doing around here, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all come back again, I'm gonna put these paws on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lay these hands on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They said, they was like, I ain't never coming back here again. Forget that. Nehemiah put them paws on. Nehemiah got hands.
Right.
He's known for having hands. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to catch a fade from Nehemiah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to catch
that
fade.
Forget it. Right.
Yeah, forget that. The Lord is with that, brother.
Right, the Lord is with that, brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not catching a fade from Nehemiah. Forget it.
Forget about it.
Right.
Go ahead, man. It's crazy.
Where you at? You still looking for that?
For that precept. What you want next?
Yeah. Give me 1 Samuel 16:18. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you know what I'm saying? King David was you know what I'm saying? He was a warrior as well. King David slew a whole troop, man.
Right.
King David slew thousands of warriors by himself.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
What kind of power he possessed?
Right. That's like on some Dynasty Warriors type stuff. He just going through thousands of troops, man.
Right.
Thousands of warriors. Like I can't even predict, you know what I'm saying? I can't even, like, he's like Jason Bourne times 100.
Right. Did you carry the one?
Right. Gotta carry the one. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough as it is. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying, beat up, you know what I'm saying, one person in a fight. He went through 10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying, that Hebrew Academy, man, when we do 5-on-1,
it paid off.
That's something serious, man. What happened?
You know, first thing, what's up?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought the thing was. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Hebrew Academy, when we do that 5-on-1, that's crazy, man. You know, when you start fighting that one, you know, I probably ain't even supposed to be talking about it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and read 1 Samuel. Go ahead and read 1 Samuel. Chapter
16.
Right, 16, 18.
This is 1 Samuel, chapter 16, verse 18. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse and the Bethlehemite that is cunning and playing and a mighty vigilant man.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? The son of Jesse, David, you know what I'm saying? He's cunning and play. He's a mighty man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? David had hands. You know what I'm saying? He could out slap box you.
It's like you.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
David killed a lion and a bear.
Right.
You understand? So to slay a man is nothing.
Right. Right.
You understand? He chased both of them down.
Right.
He caught him. The lion.
Right.
You know, I'm sure it wasn't no bikes and motorcycles back then either.
Man.
You understand? The brother was bad. You know, like,
yeah.
It's no words. Like, it's so amazing when you in the truth, man, and you know the Lord is with you, and you keeping the laws, man, you can do anything, man.
Real talk.
You can do anything.
What's that scripture? Anything is possible.
Go ahead.
All right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything is possible. Like how you said, David, he killed a lion and a bear. Like, and then what was it? Samuel, he rent a lion. He, you know what I'm saying? He whooped up on a lion like it was a little kid goat. You know what I'm saying? Like it was right, like it was just right, a little chihuahua. He just pulled it by the skin of his neck and just threw that mug like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He really put the paws on you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's gonna be a time we gonna have that power, man.
Right.
You know
oh man, and when the white
right.
Oh man, we get that power.
Go ahead, sir.
Because I lost my point because I was having a good time. I was in some good thoughts. We get that power, boy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
eating better run.
Right.
You understand?
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say Lord be with them. No shalom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They real brotherhood away for us, boy. I'm telling you, I'm coming after them. I'm coming after me, man. Well, go ahead, man.
Right. You know, like it's gonna be that same thing, especially when this civil war breaks off and you know what I'm saying, every man started turning to his own people.
That's
you know what I'm saying, the race wars. Saying when it started looking like Mad Max out here,
Mad Max,
and then Christ come back, man, probably every brother's gonna be like, yeah, man, I killed at least 2 million. How many you killed?
Right, it's gonna be. I had a kill spree.
Right.
I'm, Christ get back. I'm gonna ask him. It's gonna be care packages, like
right.
Kill spree rewards,
right.
Like double XP.
Right.
Hey, I'm trying to level up out there, on that field, man. Cause that ain't much righteous. I'm just gone.
Right. So
kill spree.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be combo breaker.
Right. Combo breaker.
It's gonna be crazy. If King David, you know what I'm saying, can do it, I know we can do it. Us being, you know what I'm saying, the last prophets, you know what I'm saying, this being the end times is, what Christ say, you know what I'm saying, a man in the kingdom is gonna be far greater than John the Baptist, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be really out there. We're gonna be all doing all kinds of stuff in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So give me actually keep reading that. You know what I'm saying? David was a cunning in play, and he was a mighty valiant man. 16:8.
And a man of war. And a man of war.
Right.
So like I just say that twice.
Right. So just like the Lord, like how it said Exodus 15:3.
Right.
Lord's a man of war.
Right.
And so is King David.
Right.
And King David was after the Lord's heart. Go ahead.
So what is value
Valiant, go ahead and look that up. Give me look it up on the your phone.
All right. And prudent in matters.
Right, prudent in matters. So he was good with his money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was good with his money, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, King David was a man after the Lord's heart, man. He wasn't really somebody to be messed with. You know what I'm saying? He changed a lot for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Just like these brothers here in the I.S.U.P.K, we've changed dramatically from, you know, what we once were.
And if I may, I believe David, you know, King David was a pretty boy too. You know, and people took him, you know, lightly because, you know, because of that.
Right.
You know, they thought, oh man, he a pretty man. He ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna slew Goliath.
All right, you got this.
Go ahead.
Possessing or showing courage or determination. Synonyms: brave, fearless, courage, valorous.
What are those? What are those again? Say it again.
Brave, fearless, courage, valorous.
Brave, fearless.
Right. So he didn't fear nothing but the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was a brave man. He had a lot of courage. You know what I'm saying? He was a mighty man. You know what I'm saying? King David wasn't nobody to be messed with, man.
Right.
Real talk. Go ahead and give me.
Hold on, I ain't done with that.
Okay, go ahead.
And a comely person, and the Lord is with him.
Right. So the Lord's with him, man. You know what I'm saying? King David was a good looking brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Calmly. You know what I'm saying? All right, so go ahead and give me Matthew 26 and 49. You know what I'm saying? He was good with his money.
Most High Christ.
Right. He was a valiant warrior. You know what I'm saying? That's how we should all be. Right. You know what I'm saying? We should all be 26 strong, good brothers. Right. Matthew 26, 49. Right. Yeah, go ahead and read that.
This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 49. And forthwith he came to Christ and said, "Halt, hail, master," and kissed him.
Right. So this is Judas, man. Judas is about to betray Christ, man. Judas ain't a brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't turn your back on your brothers, man.
Right.
You don't become a traitor. You know what I'm saying? You don't leave the school, then get on Facebook and then talk about the school.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? The school is what raised you up for what you once were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, made you even be more of a man than you once were. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you turn, you know what I'm saying? Why would you talk bad? Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Brothers get weak and they leave the school. You know what I'm saying? But dang, now you want to become an enemy of the school? That's like, man, you know what I'm saying? You really, Satan is really tying fire to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't turn your, you know what I'm saying? Don't talk bad about the school.
Right.
You know Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir. You have something to say?
So crazy is Christ knew that Judas was gonna betray him.
Right.
Still forgave that brother.
Right.
That's brotherhood. You understand? Christ knew that the brother was gonna do him wrong, and he ain't treat that brother any different. He still loved his brother, man. You understand? That's what brothers gotta understand, bro. Like, you know, when a brother trespasses against you, no matter what he do, man, you're supposed to forgive that brother.
Right. 70 times 7.
You're supposed to always be able to forgive your brother. Sisters too. Like, you know, we say brotherhood because, you know, brothers is what's leading the nation.
Right.
You know, women ain't leading the nation. You understand? But the same rules apply to the sisters, though. You understand? You should be able to forgive your brothers. Go ahead.
No, I mean, you know, what you're saying is so true. You're supposed to forgive your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like Christ said, you know what I'm saying? You know, how many times should I forgive my brother? You know what I'm saying? He keep doing something to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He keep clowning me. How many times am I supposed to forgive this brother? 70 times 7.
Right.
Forever. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever, you know what I'm saying? You should always forgive your people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in the hell that we in, man. You know I'm saying? Brothers come up against us all the time at camp. We see the same brothers all the time at camp. But we still like coming to the truth. Get into the school, man. You know what I'm saying? We still want him. We still trying to save that soul. You know what I'm saying? We got souls to save, you know, and it's already hard as it is out here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, forgive you know what I'm saying? Forgive your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Forgive that sister. You know what I'm saying? I know sisters be back and forth with each other, you know what I'm saying? Sisters be real slick sometimes with the sneak disses, you know, but still, you know, forgive your, you know what I'm saying? Forgive that sister. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep going. Judas did what?
Verse 50. And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. Verse 51.
Right.
And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword.
Right. What verse is that?
No, this ain't the same script. All right, Salaki. So this is the story.
Right. This is when. No, it's the same thing.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the same thing. What verse is that?
I'm on 51 right now.
All right, read it again.
Verse 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword.
Right.
And struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear.
Right. So one of the disciples, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, it doesn't say right here, but I got a scripture that's gonna say who it is. So one of the people that was with Christ drew his sword and smote a high priest, you know what I'm saying, that was trying to take away Christ.
Right.
And in the process also took his ear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That brother was, you know, was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to kill, you know what I'm saying, for his brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was ready for battle. You know what I'm saying?
From me, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to take away the leader of the nation at the time. That's just like trying to take away Commander Johnny YAHANNA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna just walk up and just,
right,
you know, just take off with, you know, Commander Johnny YAHANNA. Ain't nobody, they gonna be like this. Everybody just gonna watch it just.
There go Commander Johnny YAHANNA. He gone. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Unless told to stand down, I'll be damned.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Verse 52.
Verse 52. Then Yahushua said unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Right. So Christ was like, man, just, you know what I'm saying, put your sword away, man. You know
what I'm saying? Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's his son. So they gonna smite you in a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go through what I'm about to go through.
Right.
I have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Put your gat away, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like,
go ahead.
Once again, if that was a 9 milli, he would have had a bullet in his brain.
Right.
His brain would be mush right now. You understand?
Like that high priest, man. He
right.
You know what I'm saying? Smith and Wesson to the dome. He would have been finished. Go ahead and give me John 18 and 8.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? So here's the same story, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, in the book of John, same story, but told in a, you know what I'm saying? I want to say a slightly different way.
Just a different point of view.
Right, different perspective, right. You know what I'm saying?
18 what?
John 18 and 8.
Gotcha. You know
what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 18, verse 8. Yahushua said, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way.
Right. So he's like, I'm he. You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 9. They that saying that the saying might be fulfilled, which he spake of them which thou gavest me, have I lost none.
Right. So Christ is like, you know what I'm saying, this, you know what I'm saying, I spoke of this. They coming to get me. You know what I'm saying, somebody was gonna betray me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now here they are coming to get me. And I gotta go, I gotta, you know, be the lamb. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Then Simeon Peter, having a sword, drew it and smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. Right. The servant's name was Macculus.
Right. So this was a high priest. And so who that person was Peter. Right. You know, saying Peter drew his sword.
Right. He wasn't tripping.
Right. And Peter was like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not about to take, you know what I'm saying? You're not about to take the Christ. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just kill him and just throw him in prison.
Right. You know
what I'm saying? Y'all not about to do that. So he pulled out the gat. You know what I'm saying, put 2 to the head.
Yeah, you know,
and took the ear off.
It is what it is.
Right.
It is what it is. Most High Christ.
Right. You know? Right. You know what I'm saying? I think there's one more verse. Where you at?
Verse 11. Then Yahweh shot unto Peter, put up thy sword into thy sheath. The cup which my father had given me shall not drink it. I shall not drink it.
Now reread that again on the way.
Verse 11. Then said Yahushua unto Peter, put up thy sword into thy sheath. The cup which my father had given me, shall I not drink it?
Right. So he was like, shall I not drink this cup? You know what I'm saying? Shall I not be sacrifices and save Israel? You know what I'm saying? I have to do this. I have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I've got to, you know what I'm saying, put your sword away. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying? This is a prophecy I have to fulfill. Right. You know what I'm saying? That Christ is about to do his main, you know what I'm saying? The main thing he was put on earth to do. You know what I'm saying? His name means he will save his people. You know what I'm saying? But Peter, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was trying to save Christ, but he was not saving Christ at the same time.
Right.
You know
okay.
You see,
like I got through off track. I was trying to figure out what's going on over there.
But, it's all good.
Absolutely correct, man. Like he cared about Christ like a brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Christ was looking at the bigger picture.
Right.
Like, this is what I got to do to save all of us. You know what I'm saying? To save all of y'all. You know?
It's a lock here if I could.
Go ahead.
And Peter, in a sense, he was being a little selfish.
Right.
Because he was like, you're not about to take Christ.
Right.
This is the commander in general. You're not about to take him.
Right.
This is the Christ.
Christ.
Not at all. You're not taking him. You know what I'm saying? He's still supposed to lead us. But Christ was like, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I've got to do this. You know what I'm saying? The bigger picture is that I save everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if that priest heard from then forward on. Without that is.
Right.
Go ahead.
Was Simeon Peter?
Yeah. That was like Simeon was Peter's like slave name. You know what I'm saying? Slocky. Let me
Simon.
get that. Yeah. Let me get that.
Right. Slocky. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to show more brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That camp, you know what I'm saying? When the leaders say, you know, if that time happened, I'm saying fall on them, I'm saying we got to fall on them, you know what I'm saying, on whoever opposes the camp. You know, we got to be war ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to, you know, hold that 180 degrees. You know, be ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, anything can happen at camp. You know what I'm saying? So.
There you go. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 18. And Yahushua walking by the Sea of Gilead saw 2 brethren, Simeon called Peter. Simon called Peter. You see what I'm saying? Just like your slave name is your slave name called Yeshaya. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, right. So give me John 15 and 12. You know what I'm saying? You know, Peter, his heart was in the right place.
15 and 12?
Right. You know what I'm saying? His heart was in the right place, but you know what I'm saying, it was wrong at that situation. You know what I'm saying? At that time and circumstance and situation, it was wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at camp, you know what I'm saying, if you know, we got to be prepared, man. You know what I'm saying, like if somebody come up to the camp or Edomite or whatever and just decide to spray us, man, we got to be ready to lay down our lives for this truth. Right. You know what I'm saying, or for our camp leader or brother.
Right, damn right.
You know what I'm saying, or whoever.
Because to get to Yada, you got to get through me.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me bring out this precept before you grab that one.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep speaking. I know it's on this page because I bookmarked it.
Oh, okay. Right. So you know what I'm saying? Also, Yada, he's like the big boss, man. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's the last boss before you get to. He's at the end of the last stage.
Right.
You got to get through the trooper.
Right.
And then you got to get through the officer 50, then through the 500, then the 1,000. And then you got to get through your SHAR. Right. You got to get through, you know what I'm saying, Tazadot. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that.
Yeah, you don't want to get to Tazadot.
Yeah, you know, good luck.
You get to Tazadot, you might as well just go home.
Right.
I got this far. Right. This is it. It's about time to take it on home.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
you get through Tazadot, man. And then you got to get through. Then you made it to Yavi.
Right.
And then you got to beat him up.
Right. And you're going to be tired by then.
Right. You're going to be finished.
But that's it, you know.
And the Brotherhood is a weapon. Right. The Lord got to be with you too.
Right.
So I don't think that's going. You're not going to make it through the trooper. So, you know, good luck. Well, who opposes the camp?
Right.
Saying good luck to them. You know what I'm saying, you found your precept. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
This is Mark chapter 12, verse 31. I'm going to start at verse 30 first. Verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. You understand? Verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, right. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There was no other commandment greater than these. Right. You understand? You got to love the first commandment is to love the Lord. Right. The second is to love your brothers like you love yourself.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You know, this one, this precept that you wanted right here.
Okay. Sure, go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Right. So you love one another as Christ loved us.
Right.
And how did Christ love us? He gave up his life for us.
Damn right. Hold on. For me. Keep reading.
Go ahead. Sir.
Verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatso Salakia.
No.
Verse 13.
Right.
Greater love had no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right. So no greater love, you know what I'm saying, that a man lay down his own life for his friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you lay down, like if you're in the white man's military and you lay down your life, you know what I'm saying, you throw your whole body on a grenade just to save your squad, you know what I'm saying, you get a Medal of Honor. Right. You get a Purple Heart. You know what I'm saying? You get one of the highest honors. You know
right.
It's the same way, man. You die in this truth, man. For a brother, you lay down your life for a brother, you know what I'm saying, you're going to receive the highest honor imaginable.
Right.
Which is probably a crown. You know what I'm saying? Unless there's things in the kingdom that, you know, we don't know of.
Huh? Okay.
Oh, okay. Right. So you're saying no greater love than a brother, you know what I'm saying, lay down his life for another brother. Go ahead. What's the next one?
Everyone can read.
Right.
Verse 14, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Right. So you are my friends if you know what I'm saying? Christ is like, if y'all do what I say, you know what I'm saying, rank and order. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got rank and order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your friends are gonna want to do something for you. You know what I'm saying? Your friends gonna look out for you. I'm saying somebody who's not looking out for you or doesn't, you know what I'm saying, doesn't help you out in any kind of way, they're not your friend. I'm saying they don't care about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on each other with their lips, they just all talk.
Right. If I may.
Go ahead, son.
You got a precept to that. This is in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 14.
Right.
It's like I ain't got my glasses. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Hold on. I got those later.
Where?
Right here. You want
Most High Christ.
right. All right, so give me you know what I'm saying? Give me John 13 and 34.
13.
Right. John 13, 34.
Gotcha.
All right. You got that?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You know.
Go ahead, sir.
This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another. That you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Right. So that ye love one another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming to camp is love. You know what I'm saying? Love is a duty. You know what I'm saying? So come to camp, you know what I'm saying, or come to class, or you know what I'm saying, paying your tithes, or you know what I'm saying, fellowshipping in the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That's how you love, you know what I'm saying, your brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Laying down your life, you know what I'm saying, being there.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to find that precept where I'm at it. I believe it's 1 John chapter 3. You know what I'm saying? Love is an action.
Right.
You know, it's not, you know, just saying it from your lips. And fine, you can find that for me, Yeshaya.
I think it might be this next one.
Love and tongue and deed and action.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want. There you go. I found it. This is John chapter 3, verse 18. Yeah, bring it. I got it. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the mic is.
Go ahead.
1 John chapter 3, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue.
Let us not love in what?
Let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
In deed and in truth. Like, you gotta show you love somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's love.
Right.
You know, so you can say, you know, I love you all day and just beating it, just punch them in the face. I love you, bro.
Right.
I love you, bro. I'm just steady jabbing them.
Sure.
You know, I'm saying it, but you know, it ain't no action behind it.
Right.
You understand that? If I love my brother, man, I wouldn't jab him in the damn face. You understand that?
Right.
It's an action. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read your precept again. What you wanted?
13:34.
This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Right.
Show you love your brother through deed and action.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't show you love through deed and action. You don't just say it, you prove it.
Exactly, because you know what I'm saying, doing an action is proving it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, like I said before, you know what I'm saying, coming to camp, that's an action. You know what I'm saying? Holding posts, that's an action. Paying your tithes, that's an action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, throwing some money in there, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's an action. You know what I'm saying? All, you know what I'm saying, that's part of brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? For the sisters, you know what I'm saying, fixing a meal for the brothers, that's
right.
an action.
Most High Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring that out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We'd be out there, you know, 8-10 hours at camp. No food. It's like Day of Atonement is every Saturday. I mean, sometimes I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, sisters, Bring a little sandwich or something out there.
Right. Bread and water.
Right. Something.
What's saying Christ?
Right. And bring out the shoe bread. We definitely need something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of sister. That's doing something for the brothers.
That's right. That's sisterhood.
Right. That's sisterhood.
Right. Show sisterhood to your brothers. You understand?
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We need that.
The Lord damn sure ain't gonna be mad about it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Bring that out, sir.
What you want?
Anything.
Yeah, man, like, you know, it definitely ain't nothing wrong with supporting the camp, man. You know, go ahead, like, what you got?
When Christ said, well, give your brother 70 times 70, that's even talking about brothers in the world that's like,
yeah, that's talking about your brother's peers, man. Like, you know, like, when you trespass against some brother, like, if you can avoid confrontation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you, you know, get mad at your brother. You know, he do something to you, go and beat him up. Nah, Christ said, forget that brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when your brother trespass against you, you know, you let that brother know. First, you got to follow the law. You know what I'm saying? You know, Matthew 18:15, you say, you do what?
Go to him and be alone.
Right. So then after that, they say what?
Seek counsel.
Like, go to it. Go to Matthew 18:15. Let me get to that.
All right, bring that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got it?
Come on.
Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
All right, so you go and you let him know between just him. You know, because, you know, you got brothers in the world that like to make a scene. You know, they wait till they see you by yourself, and they be like, nah, I'm going to wait. The timing ain't right. You know, I got to have a crew. You know, I got to have, like, some people that see me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be seen. You know, the scripture say, go to him and him alone, man. You see that brother one day, you go, hey, brother, I ain't like the way you did this and that. You know, keep reading.
Come on. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
So if he hear you, you know, you done gained the brother. You know, because he like, man, you know what, bro, Salaki, man, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell you, you know, you offended me, how you gonna tell me how you didn't offend me? You know, like, so if I'm not really if you're really not trying to hear how you offended me, you're not being a brother to me.
Right.
Because you're not even trying to hear how you wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't tell me what I am offended by. You know, we are two different people. We are offended by two different things, by different things. You know what I mean? You might not like this, and I might think it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We
still brothers, but we just have two different point of views. So if you offend me and I say, you trespass against me, you should just be like, man, Salaki. That's if he's saying anything other than that, he really not even trying to hear you from the jump. You know, because he ain't trying to hear how he transgressed against you. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 16. But if he will not hear thee.
But if he won't hear you, snap. Go ahead.
Then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of two or more witnesses, every word may be established.
Okay, so if he don't hear you, right? Treat him, you take him to counsel. Man, you ain't trying to. Also, you stepped on my shoe, you ain't gonna apologize. No sweat. Shalom, Lord of Christ, sir, Officer Yatazak. Take this brother Matazak to counsel.
Damn.
So like I said, how would you do that with a brother in the world?
I mean, if a brother like, you gotta be a bigger man and realize that this brother isn't in the truth.
So you gotta use wisdom in that.
Right, you gotta use your own wisdom.
I mean, like, still go to him and him alone.
Right.
You know, there's no really way to seek counsel.
So it's like kind of like brush it out.
Right. I mean, like, for example, man, like, if a brother in the world trespass against me, I know he in the world. I know he ain't living right. You know what I'm saying? I know he fighting demons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know he fighting demons and he fighting, you know, like life is about warfare.
Right.
You know, brothers in the world, they losing that battle because they're caving into their demons. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be a bigger brother and forgive him. Like, that's what it means to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, Being a brother is being able to forgive a brother no matter what his name.
It's a
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You had said something, you know, like brothers out in the world saying you're their big brother.
Right, damn right.
Because you're in the UPK, you got all this wisdom.
Right.
I'm saying you're their big brother. So, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta lead by an example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, I have problems all the time, brothers in the world. I talk to them brothers though. I let them know, brother, you absolutely wrong. I don't mind. I'm gonna break them down. I'm gonna tell them about the truth too.
Right.
You understand? I'm like, it'll be like, man, it's a real ass nigga right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be. You know, that's how it be when, you know, when you dealing with a brother in the world, you hit him with the truth. You know, with the truth. You gotta forgive him because you know he ain't in the truth. You know? But if the Lord with that brother, he gonna come into the truth, and he gonna be like, man, you know what, man, Officer Yeshaya out of one, you know, because he gonna come in under you. Right. You understand? Man, you remember that day? Man, I was tripping, bro. I'm Salakia, sir. You know what I'm saying? He gonna apologize for it, man. That's how it be.
Right. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's after he changed. Like how he said, he's gonna be under you now. Right. He's gonna realize all what he said to you, and you know what I'm saying, such that he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying, now he has to, you know what I'm saying, turn away from all that evilness he's done. You know what I'm saying? Possibly even apologize to you, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever was said in your conversations.
Right. Man, I'm gonna say like this, man, like, you know, it's like the chest, but we at the slave, man, like, you know, you gonna have brothers you gonna bump heads with because they're worldly. You know, they may think, you know, that, you may think that they're not gonna understand or something, you know, such as like, you know, you really can't like think for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just put it past the brother. Just like, you know, you be like, man, that brother ain't gonna try to hit me. You know what I'm saying? You can't pass like right a brother out. Because you found the truth. You came into the truth. Right. You know, give that brother a chance too. You know, that's why I say like 70 times 7, bro. Like if your brothers keep messing up, you keep forgiving them. Keep giving them a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta keep forgiving that brother. Man, you're supposed to love that's what love is. That's deed in action. You know what I'm saying? Because you not punching him in the face, that's deed in action. You're showing him love. Officer, you know how many brothers come up to camp every week be tripping? You understand? They come up every week be tripping. You know, all up in your face. Right. You know, they be close more than enough to be fell on. But Officer Yatazak, stand down now. Show that brother. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yatazak at camp, he saves brother lives every week, weekly. You understand? Because it's nothing to just fall on them and just, you know, take them out. It's nothing.
Because if we do fall on him, then he's gonna be sore. He's gonna be sour. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be salty. He's like, man, them brothers fell on me. You know what I'm saying? Forget the UPK, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be even right. It's gonna be even harder to win that brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be like, man, these brothers fell on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even. You know what I'm saying?
You know, give me an opportunity.
Right. He's gonna feel like the victim.
Right.
Even though he may have been the one, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? Antagonizing.
The aggressor.
Right, the aggressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna feel like the victim. Because in a sense, he is a victim. He's a victim of the world out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he feels, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when people come up to us and act crazy, you know what I'm saying, especially our people, they're really victims, man.
Right.
They've really been through so much. When they hear this word, you know what I'm saying, now it's like, you know, we just some crazy niggas on the corner who just hate. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand that all this stuff is true. You know what I'm saying? That's why it cuts them up so bad.
Like, man, like you gotta, like, being a brother is beneficial, man. Like, it really, in the scriptures, is like, you know, read the part where it says, if thou shalt hear thee, then thou have gained a brother. That's true.
Right.
You know how many brothers I done cut in the apartments? You understand? You know, we might have a, you know, fallout, you know, a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? I might not like that. You know, I might not like something they did. You know, you making too much noise in front of my apartment and people trying to sleep.
Right.
You know, like that kind of, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
And I gotta go to, you know, white men oppressing the hell out of me in this kingdom. You understand? I need sleep, brother.
Right.
I need to go to sleep. I gotta be up. You know, so you got brothers like that, you know, they be out there smoking witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Rapping to themselves real loud. You know, we out here destroyed.
Rapping to themselves.
Right. We out here destroyed. You know, brothers be out on the boulevard dancing to no music. Right. Like just dancing. You be like, brother, he ain't got no headphones on or nothing. You understand? So, you know, you gotta be able to forgive your brother, man. Like, you know, you gotta understand Jake, man. You gotta understand your people. You understand? Like, you know, we out here destroyed. You know, we out here lost. You in the truth. So you know the oppression we under. You know what we suffer from. That's why you got to be the bigger man. You understand? Go ahead, Isupk.
I don't know. You good, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just bringing out, you know what I'm saying, brotherhood. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood class, bringing out brotherhood scriptures. So, you know what I'm saying? So give me, actually give me 1 John 4:18. You know what I'm saying? Because we need, you know what I'm saying, to do this truth, we don't need fear, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Fear is just what's going to slow us down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially to be a brother.
Oh, Salaki, if I may. I want him to finish reading that.
Oh, go ahead. Read.
What you got right now? All right, go back to Matthew 18, and I believe it was like 17. I'm going to show you if the brother do not hear you.
Right.
Then how you handle the matter.
Yeah, finish your point.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, man, you know how many brothers you gotta, like, his brothers out there destroyed.
Right.
Like, you know, I had to forgive a brother. I mean, obviously, God were both. You know, we had to forgive a brother for telling us his name was butt naked.
He told you his name?
Yeah, it was like, I feel so devastated. Like, I just ain't know how to handle that. Like, brother, I ain't finna call you no butt naked. That ain't finna happen. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
Come.
Where you at?
Verse 17.
Read that.
Book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
Okay, go the next verse down. Under that.
Come. Let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
If he what? Okay, no. Okay, read that. It's in that. It must be in that same chapter. Go ahead.
Come.
17, yeah.
Come.
Yeah, 17. Read verse 17.
Come. Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. So
if he neglects counsel, can't, you know, get him to counsel, deal with him like you deal with him. You know, all right, brother, shalom, Lord in Christ. You know, I mean, you can't make a brother be a brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't force him to do right. You know, if he don't want to hear you, no sweat. Just don't deal with the brother no more. You know, you still gotta love him, just don't deal with him. You know what I'm saying? Just leave him alone. But if he asks you anything about that truth, yeah, brother, you know what I'm saying? I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You lead him this way. Go ahead. And what was that? 1 John 4:18?
Right, go ahead.
All right, Salaki. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear had torment.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? We love our people so much, you know what I'm saying? We're willing to go out there and say the white man's the devil. Man.
Right.
We have no fear of this society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't fear the white man. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Most of us have lost everything.
Anyways.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Lost everything and just, you know what I'm saying, been like, man, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's really calling me.
Right.
Time to do the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We lost everything anyway. So what else is there to fear? You know what I'm saying? When you back up an animal into a corner, he gonna attack, man. You keep kicking the dog, he gonna bite back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, know what I'm saying? There's nothing left.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, especially when you come to the truth, man, you got family that's gonna turn against you.
Right.
You know, your bid start getting too glorious. The white man gonna start hating. No, brother, you gotta say that.
Right.
I mean, it's against, you know, in a white man society, you have to say religion, but it's not a religion. It's just laws, statutes, and commandments that we follow.
Right.
But you gotta tell the white man, it's my religion. You know, I can't, do that. You know, it's not in my custom to do that. You know what I mean? Oh, well, you got to get up out of here. You know, whatever your slave name is, because he don't give a damn about Yeshaya, Officer Yeshaya. He don't give a damn about that.
You tell that nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm Isaiah in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna look at you crazy. He said, no, you're slave name. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna even care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Isaiah. Put this nigga in the mental asylum.
Right, mental asylum.
Right. You know what I'm saying? White man's the devil, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't be scared of this man.
He gonna damn near call HPD on you, huh?
Right.
And we gotta get him up out of here.
Right.
You understand? Rum go to work, tell, hey man, call me Rum from this point on. Get him up out of here. You understand? That's how it be. You know, the white man diabolical, B. You know what? That's just how it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to be who you are, man.
Right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to wear your fringes.
Right.
Don't be scared to be, you know what I'm saying, the born again you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You weren't scared to be, you know what I'm saying, who you were in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you were selling drugs and all that, you know what I'm saying, destroying your own people or whatever you was doing.
Selling dope, you know, whatever, you know.
You weren't scared to do that.
Right.
But now all of a sudden you in the truth.
You know, now you scared, you know. You go to the slave, you do this with your shield. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the slave now, so I gotta tuck my shield. You know, you don't see the Arabs doing that. Tucking whatever they will. You understand? You don't see no other nation doing that but us, man. You understand? Because to be an Israelite is to be different. To wear your fringes is to be different. You look at like you crazy. What's them strings on your pants? Strings? Oh, you a real disrespectful in that, huh?
What's that scripture? If you're ashamed of me, you know.
I know it's like Israel should not be ashamed.
Right. And then I think Christ has said something. If you're ashamed of me,
22.
then I'll deny you or something like that.
Well, you gotta find it.
Man, I'm gonna have to
find it.
But you know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed of who you are.
All right, man. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna wear my fringes, my headpiece, my jacket, my shield.
Right.
You know, in my apartment, you know, living like being a nigga in the hood is different, you know, because you're around the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Like you're around the gangbanging society. You know, you're around the witchcraft, the drugs.
Right.
You know, the harlots, the whores, you know, the temptation, you're around all that. You know, but it don't bother you. You know, but when you rocking your shields, you know, you got brothers, hey, what's up, cuz? You know, all kind of crazy stuff like that. But I just, oh no, I don't bang, bro. Oh, okay. I mean, I just seen the star, the what?
Right.
Oh, I had a ball of gas around my neck. I ain't know it. And know that I didn't know that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I remember like a brother came up to me. He was like, "Oh man, you 7'4"? I was like, "Nah, man, I'm Hebrew Israelite." He was like, "Oh, okay, with God, okay."
I regard.
And then just walked away. I was like, "Dang, you don't want to hear about it? You know what I'm saying? You want to hear about being an Israelite?"
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Doc. You got something? Mm-hmm.
Right.
Luke chapter 9, verse 26.
Bring it out.
Luke chapter 9, verse 26.
Bring it out, Doc.
God will come. This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he comes into his own glory and his Father's and of the holy angels.
Right. Most High in Christ, man,
right.
that you found that scripture, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're ashamed of being an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? If you're ashamed to say the white man's the devil, if you're ashamed to to speak up for this truth, and that Christ is coming back to kill up, you know what I'm saying, put all other nations into slavery. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christ's gonna be ashamed of you, man.
I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is justified, because you know what I'm saying, it's like if you had a son and he was ashamed to say, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, that's my dad right there.
Right.
You'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying, you ashamed of me? You know what I'm saying? You my son. You know what I'm saying? And you ashamed of me?
Right.
And I'm ashamed of you, man. Because you won't even, you know what I'm saying? You should be proud that you came from my seed, man.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Like, it's no better people than being the Israelite. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Man, if you're ashamed of that, man, it's just, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You got people that's wishing that, you know, these other nations, they wishing they can, you know, wear some fringes and,
right,
you know, follow these laws, and it actually means something. Right. Because they can do it, but it ain't gonna mean nothing. You know, it's meaningless to the Most High.
Right.
You understand? Because they're not the Lord's chosen people. You understand? We are. So when we don't do, it affects us more than it affects them. You understand? When you ashamed, brother, you signing your death. You might as well go ahead and dig the hole and everything, and just lay in it.
Might as well blow rod. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just be destroyed.
I just prefer to die. I ain't gonna do all that, you know.
Well, that's
I'm just saying, it's the brother in the world, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well.
Same thing, though.
Right, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing the commandment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're ashamed to even do the command. You're ashamed to wear your fringes and your war scarf. You know what I'm saying? The Most High.
The blood of Christ. Like you say, you want to take over?
Right, you want to take over?
Preaching over some Malak White.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed of who you are, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm saying, like scripture say, you the salt of the earth.
Damn right. Ain't nothing better
saying
than
everybody wants to be you anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? White girls want ass just like the black women. You know what I'm saying? Like the Israelite women.
Right.
But they can't get it because they dogs.
Right.
Homosexuals too.
Right. And the white man, he want to be just as masculine as you are, but he can't.
Right.
I'm saying that's why he growing beards now. He see niggas doing it, so he growing a beard now.
His beard ain't glorious than mine though. His beard get light, mine don't. You know,
right.
My beard better.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying I had to put that out there.
Right. You be steadily itching all day. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got crabs in the face. It's a lock.
Damn, crabs in the face.
It's a lock you.
Damn.
It's tragic. Like, damn. I'm Christ. You know, but the brother bringing out was heavy. You know
what I'm saying? just do the law statute.
That's right. Just do the laws, man.
Right.
Follow the order. You understand?
Go ahead and read that 1 John 4:18 again.
It's 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear had torment. He that feared is not made perfect in love.
Right. So if you fear, man, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're really not in love, man. You're really not in love with your people. You really don't want to say white man's the devil.
I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? You still lukewarm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still got love for Edomites.
Right.
You know, other nations. You still want to be a good slave.
It's like you.
Go ahead, son.
When brothers are anywhere else than I.S.U.P.K, I figure they just either homosexual or they love white women. It's either one or the other. You understand that? You want to say something, sir?
Oh, no.
Most High Christ. I'm just going to say this here. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, you know, like how you said, you know, when I see brothers in the world now, like, it's like I see, you know what I'm saying, being in the UPK, it's like I see what real masculinity looks like, and I see what, you know, that metrosexual and, you know what I'm saying, homosexuality looks like.
Right.
It's like when you see a brother with, you know what I'm saying, he got his beard lined up, and, you know what I'm saying, or shaving, you know what I'm saying, they look, you know, metrosexual or whatever. They look,
I don't even know what that is.
Saying, right, they don't look right.
Right.
They just, their spirit is off.
Right, if I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Brother, I seen his brother yesterday. He had braids, right? He had green braids.
Damn, green.
Brother, I didn't know what to do. He needs to see a woman. He needs a woman in his life.
Right.
You understand? All that. I'm gonna tell you what did that, man. The leaders of black people, you know, and the leaders of black people right now, especially this young generation of rappers, you understand, and R&B singers, you understand? People trying to be like Rich Homie Quan. They want to be like, what's his name? Lil Uzi or Lil Yachty or what his name?
Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug, and you know, go ahead.
Kevin Gates even died in there.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
He wearing the man dresses now.
Oh, he went
man dresses?
You know, like the Muslims wear.
What
Yeah,
the Muslims? They be wearing man dresses.
Yeah, they wear some type of like skirt. It's like
Farrakhan wearing a skirt.
you know, but you know, he's supposed to be hard though. You know, he's supposed to be respected in the streets.
Right.
Now he got on the dress now. Well, Kevin Gates got on the dress. Forget it. Let me put one on too. That's how these younger generations are looking at it.
Right.
You understand? Like our younger generation don't know what masculinity looks like anymore.
Right.
You know, that's why the UPK got to be an example. Because these other Israelite groups, they're not an example either.
Right.
You understand? You know, you got some Israelite, they wearing dresses too. Long ones, purple. You understand? With strings attached to their shirts. You understand? They damn near putting fringes on their boxes. I'm in the truth. Most I ain't Christ. No, the hell you not.
Oh, right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Right. I mean, no, you right, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like how you were saying, these other fake Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying? They're not an example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand? They worried about Mo sleeping with, how can I get Esau salvation? You understand that? Why can't we sleep with white women? They say do not abhor Edomite. You understand? That's what they worried about. They worried about trying to save the white man. They ain't worried about trying to save niggas in the street like me and you. You understand? That's why you can't go and look to them as a guidance to what masculinity looks like. You got to look at someone like, you know, Commander General YAHANNA, General Hyman. You understand? The captains and the officers of the UPK, the troopers of the UPK. You understand? You got to look to men like that to see what being a real man, what it looks like.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And you know what I'm saying? Like the white man, he's no example either.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? He try to, you know what I'm saying? The Israeli try to say he from the tribe of Judah or Levi. You know what I'm saying? He walking around with a pomegranate tied to a rope on his robe. You know what I'm saying? He walking around with zigzags and stuff.
Zigzags.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He a fake Jew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And he's the natural homosexual, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of man sells his own birthright, you know what I'm saying, for a pot of soup or a morsel of meat?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Never mind.
Y'all,
he was more worried about what that, you know, what that chili was like. You know, like, you know, that's what he was worried about.
Right.
Goddamn the white man.
Damn right.
You understand? Pressing our brother, preaching out some Malakwa like that, man. You understand that?
Right.
White man deserve the parish, you know? Goddamn priest and officer, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead, read 1 John. And say, what's good? You on 19 or
I'm on 19.
All right, give me 20.
You're on 19 now.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Read that.
We love him because, we love him. We love him because he first loved us. Verse 20.
Right.
If a man say I love God and hated his brother, he is a liar.
Right. So God loved us, man. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you say you love God and you don't even love your brother who you see every day.
Hold on.
What? Okay, go ahead.
For if a man say I love God and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God who he have not seen?
Right. So if you've seen your brother all the time, but you hate your brother, you know what I'm saying? But you saying, oh,
right.
I love
right.
Jesus. And, you know what I'm saying? I love God. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know the Lord's name, man.
It's a like you, man. If I may.
Go ahead.
I had this encounter with a Christian.
Uh-oh.
You understand? Christian. You understand? I'm helping a Christian move. I don't even know the brother. You understand? It's a brother, you know, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, it's a brother's father. I don't know him. Okay, I'm gonna help you move out, you know, so it's no sweat. I'm gonna help you out. You know what I mean? You know, so the brother say, he said, how he said it. That brother say, I hate you,
man,
but I love you. And I was like, what? Like, how you hate me and love me? Like, what in the Christianity is this? You understand? That's Christianity though, man. Like they teach you, you know what I'm saying? They teach you that, you know, I don't even know what they teach you about. Because it's everything. Like it's okay to be a homosexual. I don't know the dudes that don't. Right. No more, you know. I know what the scriptures say do and what it don't say do.
Right. Just come as you are.
Yeah, come as you are, brother. Bring 20% of each check. You understand? It's like 10, but bring 20. You know, past priest funds. The prize ain't hit you with that yet. You know, but Christianity is the devil too.
Right.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You're right, because Christianity, man, that's what's really brainwashing our people. That's keeping our people from brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They so busy, you know what I'm saying, praising the blue eyes white dragon. You know what I'm saying? They won't ever, you know what I'm saying? They won't ever come, you know what I'm saying, and praise the real Lord. Man.
Bro, you taking it too far.
No. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Okay,
I thought you was on some Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm talking about the white man.
Right. Damn right. Damn right. Definitely.
Caesar Borgia.
Right. Damn right. Most High Christ, I ain't make him the premium beast in the game. You know?
Hey, he might have been like, he probably had 10 stars on him.
That boy would have been a down.
He been a trap card. You know what I'm saying?
Egyptian guy card. You know, he 12 stars around his name.
Right.
That ain't even in the game. But damn, that's DLC. It's tragic.
Right. Christ, people don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's some people.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Let's turn away from white Jesus, man. From the fake Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Put your trust, you know what I'm saying, in our Lord, man, Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? In Christ coming back, man. Come back to save us, man. You know what I'm saying? Read that last scripture again for me. Verse 20.
Verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God who he have not seen?
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Christ, when he was walking around, there was no brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? There was no love shown to Christ, man.
Most High Christ.
Right. Most High Christ. So, right. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, and you made me lose track, sir. All right, give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Give me 6 and 13.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need, you know what I'm saying, brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? A friend is hard. A real brother is hard to find.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It really is. You know what I'm saying? The UPK, man, you know what I'm saying? We not 2 billion deep yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got all of Israel in this mug. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? And
block it from me.
Go ahead, son.
The Brotherhood in the UPK is so strong, man. It done saved my life several times. That brother right over there, he saved my life just this week.
Right.
You understand? Right. I was dying. I was really dying. You know, like people think it's a game. Like I was dying.
Right.
That brother saved my life. You understand? Nobody else in the world, neighbors. I'm sure the neighbors heard it and everything. I'm on the floor. You understand? I'm dying. That brother saved my life though. I can't say that about other camps though. You know, other camps. Oh man, yeah, man, I'm out with my rib and you know, I'm busy. I just not picking up. You know what I'm saying? Brother UPK, he gonna come through for you. He gonna save your life. You know what I'm saying? The UPK, that's what the UPK does. Go ahead.
I mean, you're right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you know what I'm saying. Brothers check up on brothers all the time.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? Call, you know what I'm saying? Call you up and be like, brother, you all right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard from you in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? You good? You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you at camp. You know what I'm saying? Are you okay?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is everything good? Your financial situation, you good? You know
do you need help?
Yeah, do you need help? Do you need a ride? You know what I'm saying? Brothers look out for each other in here, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
You ain't like your Christian church.
Right.
That's why paying tithes is so damn important, man. You understand? Because unlike your Christian pastor or your fake Israelite leader, you understand, your tithes is actually going to something.
Right.
You understand? It is helping somebody out somewhere, at all times, man. You understand? It's putting clothes on somebody's back and food in somebody's stomach, man. It's keeping somebody lights and water on, man. It's helping somebody make sure they make it to the next month worth of rent. You understand?
Right.
It's helping somebody out. Go ahead,
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what tithes and camp funds is for, man. Like how you said, man, it's to help us out. You know what I'm saying? That's what pays the light bill, you know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters ask for help all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I can't wait till that day, you know what I'm saying, where the people brought all the riches to the prophets, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying we just took over, man. I'm saying it's gonna be that same way. We're gonna be a real nation again.
Right.
You know, so go ahead and read that Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Right. So separate yourselves from this white man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Take heed in a brother. Take heed in a true friend.
I'm right.
Which is gonna be your brother in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Take heed, look for that. Look for brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna need that, you know what I'm saying, really in a minute. You know what I'm saying? In a minute, it's gonna be horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna need each other. So
right.
Look for that. Look for brotherhood. Look for sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? Separate yourself from these other nations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because once things go down, they're not gonna give a damn about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? If you're around them at that time when you're supposed to separate, they're gonna put you in chains.
Right.
Again.
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Because Abdullah gonna side with Abdullah.
Right.
You understand? Mr. Chan gonna side with Mr. Chans. You know, because they all their name damn near Chan and Lee. You understand? Lee and Chan, they probably cousins. You understand? But the point of the story, they're gonna side with one another. They ain't worried about Chris. You understand? They ain't worried about, a nigga.
Right.
They're worried about saving their own people. That's how we need to be. Go ahead.
Right. I mean, exactly. We need to be with each other again. So go ahead, read. Keep going, sir.
All right. Verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he had found such one had found a treasure.
Right. So you find you a faithful friend, man. You found you a treasure, man.
Damn right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You found something that's very rare on this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood, like I said, man, when I was in the world, man, I didn't think there was a place that was like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real brotherhood and you know what I'm saying? A group of brothers getting together.
Right.
And not fighting all the time.
Right.
And doing it according to the Bible in righteousness.
Right.
That exists.
Right.
No, y'all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But it's real, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is no joke.
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
You coming to the UPK, man, you ain't gotta worry about no brother here touching your kids.
Right.
Or getting at your woman.
Right.
You understand? That's something you ain't gotta worry about here, man. You ain't gotta worry about no brother being an undercover homosexual.
Right.
You understand? You ain't got to worry about no penis pics floating around.
Damn.
You understand? No transsexual scandals. You got to worry about that here. This is the home of the truth.
Right.
This is the truth.
Right.
This is what everybody wants to be like, but they can't. Because the Lord is not with them. But the Lord is with Commander General YAHANNA.
Right.
You understand that? Go ahead.
No, I mean, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is hard to find in this earth.
Damn right.
It really is, especially for a Black, Hispanic, or Native American. You know what I'm saying? Because the only brotherhood they see is these gangs, man.
Right.
These gangs that really have no brotherhood.
Hey, once again,
Go ahead, son.
Brother, on a heavy topic tonight. You know, brothers join gangs and they're seeking brotherhood. They join the gang because they want to know what brotherhood is like.
Right.
You understand? They want somebody to be there when they need them. But in the end, because they're in the world, they don't get that.
Right.
But you coming to the truth, bro. You coming to the UPK, you going to get that. You understand? When you're wrong, you're going to be told when you're wrong.
Right.
When you're right, you're going to be told yours right. You know, it ain't no favors in the truth, you know? Like, when you come to the UPK, you're going to experience what real, all that seeking you've been doing, looking for what real brotherhood is, you know, you're going to find it here in the UPK. I don't know what, what's that cat name again?
That cat?
Yeah.
Baba Kashaw.
Yeah, I don't know what Baba Kashaw doing, but he tripping. Go ahead.
That's right. You know, because real brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like how you said, gangs ain't real brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gangs, that's not real brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? And especially, you know, like how you said, you know what I'm saying, they looking for real brotherhood. But, you know what I'm saying, it's not according to knowledge.
Right, it's not according to the Bible. Right.
Right. But this is according to knowledge, man.
Right.
This is according to what the Most High says.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, this ain't something we just pulling out the sky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Lord sent his prophets in the earth, you know what I'm saying, to bring this knowledge to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Moses, you know what I'm saying, Lord gave Moses the laws. You know what I'm saying? Love one another, man. You know what I'm saying? You've got to love your brother. I mean, you really have no choice. You know what I'm saying? Because joining another nation isn't really a choice. Because joining another nation is really saying, I want to stay a slave.
Right.
That's what, you know, joining, you know what I'm saying? That's not brotherhood, man. You really have no choice other than to be with your people. Go ahead, son.
You gotta love your brothers like Moses loved that brother.
Right.
You understand? To kill that Egyptian man that was oppressing him.
Right.
You understand? That's how much Moses, he loved him enough to kill this man.
Right.
You understand? You oppressing him is like oppressing me. You understand? Just like Christ said. You understand? Let me get that precept. You got that off some block white? You know what I'm saying? Like the doing it's like doing unto these are my least brothers, like doing unto Christ. You know what I'm talking about?
Matthew,
that's what I want.
Luke 6:31.
Let me get that real quick.
I thought that was 25:40.
I'm talking about.
All right, Matthew 25:40.
Bring that out.
And the king shall answer and say to them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You do anything like when you gotta think of it like that, man. Like, you know, when you offend a brother, it's like you harming Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta treat your brothers.
Right.
Like, man, I wouldn't do this to Christ, so I'm not gonna do it to him.
Right.
That's how y'all look at it. Go ahead.
It makes sense that we all one body, right?
Right.
Right.
I'm right.
We all together.
Right.
That's how it ties in. The Bible don't apply to Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It don't apply to everybody else.
And if I could, you know what I'm saying, if you're a sister and you're going up against your man, you know what I'm saying, you might as well say, forget God.
Most High Christ.
You know forget Christ.
That's exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because what did Jeremiah say? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Jeremiah said a bunch.
Right. Jeremiah said, you know what I'm saying, that's your real, you know what I'm saying, you're her Jesus.
Right, damn right. You know what I'm saying? When you sleep with her and you wake up, that's your Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's righteousness, man. Because it's the Lord, it's Christ, then it's man, you know what I'm saying, the brothers, and then it's, you know what I'm saying, the women, and then the children, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You the head of that household, man.
I'm right.
It's whatever said, you know what I'm saying, whatever goes in that house, you know what I'm saying, that's what you say.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? Your woman cannot oppose. She can have suggestions. Saying, nope, nothing wrong with a suggestion and little advice or whatever here and there.
Yeah, no.
But it, you know what I'm saying, it's up to your man. You know what I'm saying? He's the head of that household.
Right. What's wrong with that opinion or not? You know?
Right.
It's really just an opinion.
Right. Right.
I'm just saying that.
Right.
Let's just keep it real.
Keep going with the. You read all. Where you at on the Ecclesiastes? Read. Yeah. Give me Ecclesiasticus 6 and.
It wasn't done with that.
Oh, you still have more on the.
Yeah, I still have more on that.
Yeah. Give me 6 and 14. You know what I'm saying? A faithful friend, man, is as good as medicine, man.
Right. Damn right. The medicine of life.
Right. The medicine of life.
Verse 14. Ecclesiasticus, just in case you don't know where we at. Chapter 6, verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he had found such one had found a treasure.
Right. So when, you know, like even on Facebook, when somebody start coming at you, you know what I'm saying? Brothers get on the post, man, and defend you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying? Even at camp, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers help each other out, man. You know what I'm saying? If a brother's like, man, what's that scripture? Such and such. A brother, there's a brother that knows it.
Right. Somebody got it.
Right. Somebody knows it. You know what I'm saying? Brothers is out to help each other, man. So keep going.
Verse 15. Nothing doubt countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. Verse 16.
Right. So a faithful friend is invaluable.
Right.
Damn near priceless, man.
Right.
It's hard to find a real brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ for the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Son.
Verse 15. So like verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
Right. So a faithful friend is the medicine of life.
Right.
When you down and out, your brothers, you know what I'm saying, are going to bring you back up, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're out to heal all of us, man. We all need healing.
And if I may.
Go ahead, son.
The scriptures say that, and they that fear the Lord shall find him.
Right.
The men of the UPK, we fear the Lord.
Right.
You understand? You join the UPK, you're gonna find that faithful friend, man. I can't tell you how many, man. We have stories for days. You know, since I done came into the UPK, right. At least I can say. You understand? Also preaching out some Malak White on that young track. You know, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like a faithful friend is the medicine of life. He ain't like that. You know? You know, I'm just saying, Most High Christ, you know, he a strong defense.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Medicine of life, man. You know man. Like how you said, we got stories for days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Saying being in this brotherhood, you definitely gonna have stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not of clowning a brother, but
right.
Just
good stories.
Right, good stories that, you know what I'm saying? Dang, I remember, you know what I'm
saying?
I remember that happening. You know what
right.
Such and such. You know what I'm saying?
One way Zorro.
Right. I definitely remember that story.
Yeah.
Medicine of life.
Right. All right, Most High Christ.
I'm saying, but those that fear the Lord
shall find.
Right. You're gonna find this brotherhood. saying we gonna have plenty of stories, man, all the way up into the kingdom.
Damn right. And if I'm married, I want my story. I want my stories to hit me in the next life. Like I want them to reach me. Like, man, you know, the generation, you know, a couple generations ago, you know, Papa, you know, did this and that. You know,
right.
You know, I want that. Like I want to hear that story when I come back. You know what I mean? Like the stories of the UPK, man, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. Go ahead, Doc.
I mean, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I want kids as well that's gonna be talking about me in the kingdom.
Damn right.
Papa had a kill streak of 3 million.
3 million.
How
many care packages he got?
Right. Exactly. It's gonna be crazy.
Right. He had like 1 million attack dogs.
Right.
Right. That's a kill streak award, you know.
Right.
You know, that's all I want. Christ, is it gonna be kill streak awards? You know, it's gonna be like that. Like I want it to be real vicious. I want the white man ending to be vicious.
Right.
For the oppression he done did to us, man, and the, you know what I'm saying, the troubles he done put us through over the years. I want his end to be great. Like I want to love every minute of it.
Right.
Yes, I'm gonna love every minute of it, from the baby bashing to, you know, to the slaughter. Like I want it to be. It's gonna be great.
Right.
It's gonna be great. Go ahead. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Dashing a baby up against the stone.
Most high Christ. It's well deserved.
Right.
What the shout some like? Why you got to dash ham head twice, huh? Why a thick skull. Thick. You understand?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So let me get 1 Thessalonians 5:12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we need brotherhood, man.
Right. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord. Admonish you.
Right. So make sure you know the men that's going to war with you, man.
Right.
You know what? You know how many brothers you can say, you know what I'm saying? And I got my boots kissed with this brother. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Edomites kissed our boots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who knew there was such a thing when you was out in the world? You know what I'm saying? White people kissing your boots?
Right. That's unspeakable,
what?
brother.
Right. That's right. Unspeakable. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's like I can't even think of nothing like that.
Right.
Like,
the slave master
right.
kisses my boot.
Not master.
This is better than the Django story.
Right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna tell you something, if I may. You know what I'm saying? The white man kissing our boots is a courtesy to them and not us.
Right.
It's giving them a chance to show that they sorry.
Right.
I don't give a damn, personally, me.
Right. After
you understand?
So many boot kisses, you sure know.
Brother, I ain't give a damn for the first one. You understand?
And I think
it's a courtesy for them. It's giving them a chance to show that they sorry.
Right, right.
I don't give a damn about the white man. He ain't got to tell me sorry. When Christ comes back, you're getting slaughtered. You understand? You can give me a boot kiss. Thank you, Tom. You're still gonna get slaughtered.
Right.
You understand?
I ain't gonna lie. Like after the 100th boot kiss, I was like,
I'll pass.
Right. They should just die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
go and stink already.
How do you get so many?
Hey, go. Hey, boy, you ever shoot stars, sir? You got the rod?
Huh?
You got a rod?
Huh?
Most high Christ, sir.
All right, boy, man. It's good seeing you, boy. Right. Real nigga in the streets, man. Tell the Lord about you. Yes.
Right.
Man,
my faithful friend, man. You know what I'm saying? So
that on, you know, 1 Thessalonians.
Right. Give me right, 1 Thessalonians. Right. Those that have labor among you, get to know them, bro.
Right. Oh man, brotherhood is a weapon, man. Right. I love this truth. Ain't nothing like it, man. Like since I came into the UPK, man, I ain't had nothing but just good stories, man, and just love. You like you experience brotherhood. Then, oh man, you go to the Passover, brother. That's it. But you damn near gonna never want to leave the truth. You go to that Passover. You see all these different brothers from different states. You know what I mean? Like it's fantastic. I can't even put it in. I don't even know the words to put it. I can't even describe Passover in words because I don't know.
Man.
You know what I mean? It's that glorious.
Passover.
It's that glorious, man. Passover is a beautiful thing.
Especially this year, it's gonna be.
Oh man, Passover get bigger and bigger every year.
It's gonna be out of sight.
I'm right. Most high in Christ. You understand? Real talk. Hey, I love Passover, man. Hey, I'm telling you. The brothers, the sisters, the strong drink.
Right.
You know, I love it. I love it, man. Like I love being around my brothers, but it's nothing better. Like whatever you're going through life, you know, that's what brotherhood is here for. You know, because it's somebody that's among you that experiencing the same oppression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you experience, like it's some brother that's among you that's experiencing the same oppression. He going through what you're going through.
Right.
He can relate. You can talk to him about it. You know, it'll make it not feel as hard or as messed up. You know?
Right.
The brotherhood is for.
That's right.
Brotherhood lifting, it lightens the load, man. Like it lightens the load. And when you need help, your brothers are there to help. That's what it's there for. Sisterhood too, man. That's what it's there for. Sisters, if you don't know if you got a sister, I'm gonna tell you like this is how it work with the sisters, man. If you don't know how to cook, but this sister know how to cook, but this sister know how to sew, the one that don't know how to cook, come together. Sister, you teach me how to cook, and I teach you how to sew. Bam. You know what I'm saying? The white man, he want to charge you.
Right, that's right.
You know, you got to go to school.
Right.
You understand? Damn near
Culinary
$3,000.
Right.
You understand? It's a simple trade like that. But, you know, we got these sisters, you know what I'm saying? They going to come together and they going to make something shake.
And Salakia.
Go ahead.
Not only do we have the sisters, you know what I'm saying, that be cooking, we got the best cooks in the world, man. Who can cook like a sister?
Brother, you know
what I'm saying?
Nobody. Get me thinking about food, doc. We definitely got to cut the class. I'm hungry. You know, get thinking about the Israelite sisters and Judah.
Oh, man. Tamales. You know what I'm saying? Judah sisters with the fried chicken. You know what
fried chicken is glorious.
Yeah. Right. Lamb chops. Oh, exactly. Man.
All right, yeah, on to the next topic. You know, the brothers bringing out was too heavy.
Right.
You understand? That was
250 Chevy heavy.
Yeah, that's more than I can handle heavy. Really, you hitting the heavy point.
Right, give me 1 Corinthians 13:1. 1
Corinthians.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Without brotherhood, man, wasn't nothing, man. Without brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Nothing really matters, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be broke, you know what I'm saying? You could be on your last leg, man, but without this brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? You're going to need brotherhood to even get to the kingdom. To get your crown, you're going to need brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Every man has, you know what I'm saying, seek his own salvation, but you're going to need help getting there. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't need help getting there, then you know what I'm saying, you might as well be an individualite.
Individualite.
And you know what I'm saying? And if you're an individualite, you really hoping on the Lord's mercy.
Right, damn right.
You doing faith not by works. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so busy being a keyboard warrior. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being an actual warrior. You know what I'm saying? Having white people bow down to you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Or
last precept.
Huh?
Last precept. We over time.
Oh, okay, yeah. So all right. Go ahead, sir. Give me that scripture.
1 Corinthians what?
13:1.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. Though I speak in the tongue of men and of the tongue of angels and have not charity, right, I have become a sounding brass or tinkling cymbal.
Right. So even though I speak in the Lashawan Kodash, or I speak in the tongues of men or English and in these other languages.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But I don't have no brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I become just noise, talking about nothing.
Right. You just making noise, sounding out.
Right. I'm just beating on a cymbal, you know what I'm saying? A crash cymbal, and it's just crashing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? For the non-drummers, that's an actual cymbal. You know what I'm saying? So Yeshaya was looking like, what? You know what I'm
But
it's just making noise. I'm just making noise.
Right.
I got no brotherhood.
Right. You ain't doing that.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going, sir.
Verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding, all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing.
Right. So even though I know these scriptures, and you know what I'm saying, I know all the mysteries, I know revelations and everything.
Right.
Without this brotherhood, it's what is it all for?
Right. And if I may,
go ahead, son.
You understand? Brotherhood, you know, it takes a strong brother to apply brotherhood. You know what I mean? Like you can't, it's hard. Sometimes it can be hard to forgive a brother. But that's what separates the men from the children, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's really in the truth and that's about the truth. You know what I mean? Because it takes a strong brother to be able to forgive his brother for a crime that he didn't commit against him. Right. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I mean, you're right. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's already hard to win our people over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you offend a brother. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Offended brothers. You know what I'm saying? What was it? You know what I'm saying? A brother offended is harder to win than what? A strong fortress or something.
Right.
Right. A strong city. You know what I'm saying? Without brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? This might as well just be by yourself. Just you might as well just be, you know what I'm saying, in your room. Just be like, well, I'm just waiting on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You might as well be a Christian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no brotherhood in the Christian church. No sisterhood. Right. They rather see you. They want to see you destroyed because that's how they make their money.
Right. Right.
So it's better that you be destroyed.
Right. The more, hey, brother, as long as you keep getting destroyed, the more dollars I got coming in. You understand?
Exactly.
That's how the Christians look at it.
So, go ahead. We're on verse 3.
Verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profit me nothing.
Right. So even though I feed the poor, and you know what I'm saying, I could be like a comedian, light my whole body on fire and give it, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of that matters.
Right.
But you got all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because, you know what I'm saying, we going through the same thing.
Righteous, bro.
Right, of course. You know what I'm saying? Brothers in this truth. Because that's the only place where real brotherhood is at. This is the only place where real brotherhood is at.
Right.
Really? Like what?
So this is saying, like, if somebody famous doing all these things, but it's out of vanity, it don't mean anything.
Yeah, it's pointless. Well, like Jay-Z or
right.
Denzel Washington, they giving to the poor and all this. Beyonce, they donating all this, you know what I'm saying? All this. Go ahead, sir.
A good example to use would be Oprah Winfrey.
Right. Oprah Winfrey.
You understand? She out there in Africa.
Right.
Man, this niggas in Chicago, in Houston, New York, all over America in the slums, man. They're homeless. They're hungry. You understand? They sleeping in the cold, man. Like, it's people in America that need our help. You doing all this, you helping people over there. You ain't helping your people, don't even mean nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that brotherhood you talking about you got, don't mean nothing. Right. You ain't helping your people. You ain't doing nothing for your own. It's pointless. Verse 4, man.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Charity suffered long and is kind. Charity envied not. like charity, envy, not charity. Vaulted, not itself, is puffed up.
Right. So you ain't gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be like boastful. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I did this for that brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. I did it. It was me. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be like that. It's not vaunted. It's not puffed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be hating on your brothers or what he got. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be envious. Right. You know what I'm saying? Charity is not envy. You know what I'm saying? That's a cold script, but
it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, be a brother, man. That's what it's all. What's going on?
So like how you bring it out is so heavy because like black people so quick to be like, well, I did this for such and such. I did
right,
and they looking for some kind of praise, you know, instead of doing it to really truly help somebody.
Right.
To bring something together. You know?
Right. They want you to know.
Right.
You know, I want you to know I did this for him. You know, you have some brothers out there that be like, man, he wouldn't be who he is today if it wasn't for me.
Right, exactly. Right.
You got niggas out there like that, man.
Right.
You ain't do it to help him out.
Right.
You did it so you can say, I helped him do that.
Right.
You did it so I can be, hey, man, you want to high five me? You want a cookie? Right. You know, you want a cookie for doing the right thing, man? Like, you want a high five or something? You want me to dab you up?
Right.
You know, it's because you did the right thing. It's the right thing to do, man. Just do it. You understand?
Right, because they did it for their own glory. It wasn't in the true spirit of brotherhood. It's just so they could look good themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it says it's not puffed up.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be boastful about being a brother. You
right.
Just be a brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not hard, man.
Right, exactly.
Like, it's when you come into the UPK, man, and you go through these afflictions, because you like, and when you join the UPK, you're going to be tested. If you're weak, you're either gonna give up, or you're gonna send into a strong brother.
Right.
You understand? Because you're going to go through the furnace of affliction when you come to the UPK.
Right.
That's what it's all about. You want to be an officer in this truth, you're gonna get tested to make sure you're fit to be an officer.
Right.
You understand that? Because Commander Johnny YAHANNA ain't just like, yeah, you're an officer, you're an officer, you're an officer. You know, you two, what's your name? Yeah, he ain't out there like that. You're going to get tested first. You're going to make sure you're fit to be an officer. Make sure you're emotionally prepared to be an officer. You understand? Because you can't be an officer in the street, man. You know, talking about some, yeah, man, brotherhood is a weapon. Man, this nigga stuffed on my shoes, jab. You know, you can't be that kind of nigga out there.
Right.
Can't be no weak nigga out there. That's weak. That's being emotional, acting based off your feelings. You understand? You gotta know how to follow orders.
Right.
Go ahead, anything you want to say?
Well, yeah. Let me get this last two. Go back to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 12, and read 12 and 13 real quick. 1 second, and then that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, love your brother, man. Right. I just want to get these last two out. And
1 Thessalonians what?
5 and 12 and 13.
You got that?
Bring
it up. Go ahead, read that.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and over them, and over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Love your brothers, man.
I'm right.
The brothers that are out there at camp with you, the brothers in the truth with you, love them brothers. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Your brothers, you know what I'm saying? Esteem them very highly, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they work hard to get their rank. You know
I'm
what I'm
right.
saying? Brothers work hard to put in this truth, man.
And if I may tell you right now, I don't give a damn what I got going on. You understand that? If my brother, hey, brother, his brother, he'll call me. You understand? So like, hey, you hold what you got. Yeah, Shalom, yeah, but stop. What's the war about? You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, come, hey, calm down, hold your peace. a real nigga talking. You know what I'm saying? Preaching officer of Matazah. Preaching officer Yeshaya.
Right.
You understand? You understand? Preaching officer Rump. You know what I'm saying? It's a B. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga is talking.
Right.
You know, all this other shit, you know, Salaki, all this other stuff, we can wait. You understand? My brothers come before anything. Exactly. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. You understand that? Go ahead.
Right. So with that, I pass the class over to Trooper Ron.
Officer, preaching officer Yeshaya.
Okay, preaching officer Yeshaya. And he's gonna read the security announcements. Check out you know what I'm saying, Just Laundry Products at Etsy.com. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters that came.
And Bubba.
And check out Bubba Eats, man.
Bubba Eats, man. You know what I'm saying? That's preaching officer. I'm gonna watch y'all, man. Officer 500, he doing his thing.
Damn right.
I don't cook meals, any deliver. Shalom.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular brother or sister, there is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department, teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, of holy convocations. Purim is going to be February the 18th through the 19th. 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month.
Esther.
You find it in Esther chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. These are the announcements.
Right.
What's going on, man?
Good to see you, bud.
Good to see y'all. It's a blessing.
Good job.
What's going on? You been practicing your routine and shit? Bless the game.
That's my nigga.